Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna talk about the new Hummer EV, which is a very interesting car with some very interesting features. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoy the video, please like, share, and leave a comment. Now let's talk about who owns the brand Hummer. Hummer actually used to be a brand before, but now the new Hummer EV is made under the brand GMC, and GMC is owned by General Motors. So this is the part where we usually talk about the engine of the cars, but this is an electric car, so it has batteries instead of engines. Right now, only the top trim called the Edition 1 of the Hummer EV is available, and it has three electric motors and has a usable capacity of 212.7 kilowatt hour. The lower versions might have only two electric motors and have less capacity. Now again, we usually talk about the transmission of the cars, but this is an electric car, so it does not have a transmission. Now coming to some interesting facts about the car. So the new Hummer EV will come in two variants, SUV and truck. The truck version is going on sale in the later half of 2022. Meanwhile, the SUV version will go on sale in 2024. And it has a crab mode which when engaged makes both the front and the rear wheels move in the same direction. This is supposed to help in off-roading, but I think most people will just use this as a party trick to impress friends or something. And General Motors says the max torque of this car is 15,600 Newton meters, which is totally insane. But actually, the torque is only around 1,400 meters. They got this figure by multiplying it with the leverage of gears, which is a bit complicated. And so, the new Hummer EV is the world's first super truck. Since it has more than 1,000 horsepower, you can consider it as a super truck. And the original Hummer brand was discontinued in 2010. So a new Hummer model has finally come after 12 years. One of the major factors leading to the discontinuation of the original Hummer brand and models was the fact that Hummers had very poor fuel economy and hence very bad for the environment. But now the new Hummer is pretty much the opposite. It is electric, so it is pretty much not at all bad for the environment. The new Hummer EV weighs 9,063 laps, which is like 4,110 kg. So that's like more than 4 tons. It is very heavy. For example, a full size SUV like Chevrolet Suburban weighs only 3.7 tons. This car is so heavy mainly due to its batteries. Batteries are typically heavier than typical combustion engines. The batteries alone of the Hummer EV weigh 1.3 tons. The weight of the Hummer's batteries alone is heavier than a Honda Civic, like a actual car, Honda Civic. And this car is a convertible too. We can manually remove the roof. So this car does 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, which is the same as a Corvette. And keep in mind the Corvette is a performance car, meanwhile the Hummer is a off-roading truck. And the top speed is around 106 miles per hour, which is 170 kilometers per hour. Although I expected the new Hummer SUV to be a 7-seater, both the truck and the SUV version of Hummer are going to be only 5-seaters. The max horsepower is 1,000 horsepower, and the Lamborghini Aventador, which is the most expensive Lamborghini, has only 730 horsepower. And the max torque is 1,400 Newton meters of torque, which is again very impressive. Now coming to the design of the Hummer EV. So from the front, the car looks amazing and aggressive, just like its predecessor, which also used to look amazing. And from the side also, the car looks decent, but I think the side is the worst part of the car to look at it from. And from the back, the Hummer also looks decent, not that good. The best view of the car is, of course, from the front. Now, coming to one of the most important things most people look at before buying a car, its price. So, this car starts at $110,000, which is 404,000 dirhams, which is a lot. And this is the starting price of actually the top trim. Since only the top trim is available right now, the other cheaper versions of this car will be available later, and all versions of the truck and SUV both will be available by late 2024. Guys, so if you have any question related to this car or anything related to cars, you can feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will always answer them.